Hello, hello, hello! It's a GNL watch party. This time we're watching Shogun. I know Pogies, you've been looking forward to this. Pogie, tell me what you heard about this show.
Well, I've been hearing it a lot from the internet and also my friends who are really into TV shows now, and they're telling me it's like legit like Game of Thrones. So I like anything that's like Game of Thrones, action packed, a little bit
Just without
story
the ending,
behind.
right? Just without the ending of it.
Yeah, without the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, yes, or 5 episodes, or that whole season.
Yeah. um, I all I know is that Shogun it was based upon a book, um, and which is in general knowledge, if for a lot of people of who have heard Shogun, pretty much of a um, it's basic. From what I gather, from what I remember, it was about a guy from the Netherlands, I think. Because it's based around when the Netherlands, there was only a few people who were allowed to go in feudal time Japan. So that's with all like um, the feudal lords and all those samurais and all that.
Yeah.
That only a few foreigners were allowed into Japan. And one of them was Netherlands, and actually Netherlands was one of the first ones to bring in like things outside of Japan. Japan was very like they don't want anybody going into their land. You go on their land, they kick you out. But they did. I think one of the significance was it was kind of the start of the end of the samurai in the sense because the Netherlands introduced like
Guns.
to
Yeah.
Japan, right? So it kind of ended the sword, pretty much. But anyways, I don't know where in time is this, but yeah, I know that there's some guy involved, but it's his like observation of some drama between the feudal lords and something else. But I know there was a show back in the day, back in the 1970s or 80s or something. So this is kind of a remake on it, but
So could
with
this be like the Last Samurai? That kind of.
no, I don't think it's like this Last Samurai. It's maybe more historically accurate, and might be more. It's not a guy who all of a sudden. I don't think it's like one of those stories where some guy comes in and he becomes the hero of the story from some foreign land and gets
You're right.
whitewashed a little bit. So,
You're right.
so this one's where I kind of a cool fact for people who live in my area. Um, it was um, it was filmed in a place called Port Moody, and near near me, and I didn't even know. I know I've heard. I know there was a casting for Asian. There was
You fit the
casting
part.
Asian. I didn't even. I was like, I don't know what this. I didn't even like try. I'm like,
I could see you look like a samurai.
my extra acting career ended a long time ago. Maybe I should resurrect it, Bogey.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you should bring it back.
We can bring it back. Yeah. Anyways, I digress. So let's get started and let's watch this first episode here.
Let's go. So is this based on real historical events?
I guess, yeah. Oh, it's Portuguese. There you go. I thought it was the Netherlands, but it's Portuguese.
White sand by the Mark 10. 10 fathoms. White sand in the tallow. You see what you want to see.
Sailing was really rough in those days.
I can imagine, bro.
Oh, Christianity?
Run! Sure. Dude, that ship is beat up, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, so guns have been introduced already.
たとえ偉大なる箕輪の流れを組むものであろうとも。恐れながら、我が殿は万事につく法令に準じておられます。さような根も葉もない疑惑で逆賊扱いなさるのは。よし、控えろ。バステス。はい。Submit.
I submit. We are merchants. Is this the Japan's?
Hi. Yes.
I ask for my men to be freed.
Not possible.
I beg you.
Oh. Oh. What just happened?
Not expecting that.
Damn. Wait, what just happened?
He was doing the Lord's work.
A servant of God. Your God. First make that distinction, you papist prick. My name is John Blackthorne. I'm English. You told them Portugal's the only flag in Europe. Which means I am the first English sailor to reach your Catholic treasury. And you have no intention of translating my words.
Damn.
Bow to the bastard Sama if you want to live. The money's like a king here. And tell him Goyoshao.
Goyosho.
Goyosha Kodashare.
I like this guy.
You just saved your ass.
And what does he want with me? Play with your balls, maybe. How should I know?
This is gone.
That's Rodriguez?
Yeah, he just.
He's dead. There's no way.
If you bastards want to live!
Damn, we lost Rodriguez. God damn it.
Your favorite character's gone first.
It's like Game of Thrones, bro. Oh, he found us. This is not safe at all. Cut the rope. I hate this guy. He's dead. Oh, he knew.
Having flashbacks of playing Valheim.
Oh! Should let the pilot done it. This guy has a big ego. Dude, that's gotta be like a 30-40 minute like hike down. He's gonna kill himself?
What is he doing?
Don't do it! What the f are you doing? This guy was gonna kill himself.
Remember, he's obsessed with death, right? He's never been close to death.
Respect.
皆様が殿に切腹をお命じになるなら、我らもお供に。
ポルトガル語が話せると聞いたが、
まだまだ不慣れでございます。
広松殿が網代で捕らえた者を連れて参る。そなたに通詞を頼みたい。
Fire. My head is bursting and my passport's full. Make a foul nurse, English. That man was going to kill himself
Bogey, you're still in.
up on that cliff. He risked his life to save you. And then when he was done for in those waves, he didn't fight. Could have tried, but he just turned and drew his blade. I found this on your ship. It's right there. It was stolen off a Spanish sailor, I imagine. You must have found your way through Magellan's Pass. Which means this belongs to you. It's a list of all the Catholic bases that you and your so-called merchant crew were put into the torch. I mean, real savage business, if you ask me. Your orders: plunder any Spanish territory, reach the Japans, open trade in the New World. Which is why I'm warning you. Is go to the Portuguese as soon as I arrive. I won't die in this wretched land. This wretched land.
You're gonna love this land.
I tell you what, English, we're coming into port soon. Why are you going up there? Go up and tell me what you see. If you really think our world is the hilt of civilization. And then ask yourself, what kind of man wields power in a land like this?
He's the
and a
spy.
secret heart buried deep where no one can find it. And who knows?
Wow, this is
Maybe
crazy.
fate brought you here for a reason.
Ain't it crazy like that actually existed?
God, she's so pretty.
Thoughts?
It's beautifully made so far. Like I
Yeah.
understand like why people compare it to like a little bit of like Game of Thrones, because legit story's kind of dark, and at the same time like I'm scared that Rodriguez is gonna die.
Yeah, you know what? It's for everything that people said Game of Thrones, right? Like brutal and all that, right? But that was based upon like medieval times. This is actual like based upon like it's not. I don't think it's a true story. You know, I don't know. It could be wrong, but you know, it's based upon that era, right? So the brutality was real, man. Like there's guys who did that. They would just chop off heads for no reason. They would boil people for kicks, even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
you know, um, it's not just for storytelling. Well, in this case, it is for storytelling, but you know, those things, you know, kind of happen. But yeah, so far well done.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I'm like, um, considering you know what we're watching here is not like ultra HD 4K whatever, but I'm sure they use like I'm wondering if they use like LCD backgrounds and stuff,
Mm.
but everything looked like
Clean.
that era, right? Like
Yeah.
cool, like you know there are parts when you're kind of you don't know where the real was and where it ended.
Mhm.
Like especially like the ship, right? You know they're not building a full ship, right? It's like half whatever, right? But
Mhm.
you know it did look real. So so far well done.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I think they said this is during the 1600s, like 400
Yeah.
years ago.
yeah.
So I kind of like, I wish I took history seriously growing up, but just imagining myself in their shoes back in the day where, you know, they don't have the ships that we have today. Like legit, they have to freaking row. Like especially like the Englishmen they didn't like they. I wonder how many days it took from them to get there, like from wherever they came
Yeah.
from to
And they
to
don't row.
Japan's.
They don't row. It's all winds and
All
stuff.
wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then like for the Japanese people, just seeing an odd ship that you're not familiar with, and people with accents and different skin color and background and
Language you don't know. You're
language.
like,
Yeah.
what do they say? What do they
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
I don't know what to say.
So it's kind of cool seeing that kind of aspect, but also just knowing that I wish I knew when like Christianity and Catholicism like start like going to other like places in Japan and Asia. Like there's the Portuguese were already there already. So
Spanish and stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Because
Magellan.
Magellan, yeah, names like that. Like I wish I took freaking history seriously back in the day. But
It was, you know what? It was brutal in those days because it was all ego based. Really, all those countries, all ego based, right? You notice how like you know the Portuguese are like, it's like you guys are wrong. You're a bunch of bastards, and I go, and then the English are like, no, you're a bunch of bastards.
Yeah.
You're a Catholic bastard. You're a Protestant bastard.
Yeah.
It's like it's everyone's like so mad at each other.
Yeah.
So it was a very tumultuous time to live in if you think about it, right? And but one thing's interesting. On kind of on a tangent about history is that the Japanese really did fend off, you know, colonialism. If you think about it, right? Like, you look at that attitude the main character had, right? He was just like, "Oh, this is this wretched place." he didn't think that they're all savages, and then he looks at Osaka and he's like, "Oh crap, these people are not savages.
Beautiful.
they got stuff built, right?" And so it's interesting how the Japanese have fended off all that when the Spanish and British were conquering or colonizing everything,
Yeah.
right?
But it's kind of cool. Kind of see
Yeah.
like somewhat the beginnings of something, and like things could lead to another thing. But this is a great story. I like it so far.
I kind of like the point of view too, because in one sense, being not too knowledgeable about the feudalism in Japan, you're kind of like his view right now, right? You're like, who's this dude? Who's that dude? What's going on? Like, it's kind of cool to have that attitude of like you're seeing it from his view, to some extent, right? You're kind of like wondering what the heck is going on around here. Yeah. So.
I'm gonna do some reading after this.
I know. I'm gonna be looking up stuff because I'm like, what the hell's a rudder? I guess those are orders or something like that. And what are these other things? So, yeah, definitely gonna be looking up some stuff. But we will. I know episode's 2 out, so we're gonna have another episodes watch along soon. So keep watch of our notices there. But until next time, have a good night, and we'll see you at the next episode 2 of Shogun.